has some kind of structure, right?
Yeah.
And like how a video should be. You have like the intro, you have like the everything in between, you have the outro, and you have the clickbait, right? Like
Yeah.
you have this formula of success, and like I don't want to follow it,
That's true. Yeah. I
you
hate
know?
intros. But speaking of intros, hi, hello, welcome. This is the first episode of the Pongkikok podcast. The reason why I named it Pongkikok is because of my grandma called me Pongkikok as a kid. Now you know. Um, this will be the first episode, and my special guest is my good friend, and consider her a close friend of mine, Anna, or Anastasia, or FairyInBlack. Say hello.
What's up?
Hi, welcome to the first
Hi.
episode. Do you
It's a
feel
pleasure to
honored?
be here.
Do you feel
No,
honored?
not at all.
Well, really?
No.
You're the first, so be happy.
Makes me feel special.
Yes, you are special.
Oh, hell yeah. So are you.
Am I?
You are special.
Special ed.
SD. I will not comment on this one.
Sorry. So how are you, Anna? How are you today? How's your week?
My week.
Yes,
My
from Monday to
week.
Friday.
My Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
It has been busy. I am at this stage of university when I have a lot of exams and projects to finish. Um,
Oh God.
what else can I say about it? Yeah, it's just been busy.
Yeah.
Um, got back into my caffeine addiction.
Caffeine addiction?
Oh yeah,
How
when I
often do you
just,
drink coffee?
I mean, at my peak, I would drink maybe 4 cups a day, but
Jesus.
like right now I think I'm down to one. I don't even like
Okay.
coffee, but just sometimes I'm desperate.
Like how would you take your coffee? Two creams, two sugar? Or do you
Yeah,
like?
some roughly like that. Usually a bit more sugar if I make it at home.
Okay, that's fair. So Anna's nice enough to take some part of her time to be here, which I unfortunately asked her around Wednesday, Wednesday or
I think
Tuesday,
so.
like around there.
You asked
And
me a long, long time ago. You just never
oh, I
really got to
did.
it.
Yeah, that's the thing about me. I love holding back projects. I
Relatable.
promised myself I'd make like a video a month ago because it's April.
hmm
I promised to make one. Didn't happen, which is quite unfortunate. I don't like that about myself. But now I am taking initiative, and I want to do this either monthly or if I manage to get like people to be here. So, all right. First question. Actually, there's
Yep.
gonna be like more than like one question because I made three different three letters, and they're all very long. So they're all
hmm
A, B, and C.
Okay.
And I want people to like know about you more and whatnot.
That is a terrible mistake you're making. Nobody should know me.
What do you mean? What do you
No, I'm
mean? I think
joking.
people would love to get to know you better. So
Well,
there's
let's do it
A,
then.
yeah, there's A, B, and C, and I don't want to pick them by myself. So I want you to pick which letter
Okay.
you want. It can be any order.
So I just pick a letter right now.
Mm.
Let's go with the B.
B.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I saw you perform gymnastics at
Yes.
at Theater 2018. So
hmm
the question is, why choose art over gymnastics? You mentioned,
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna
that's
I'm
a
gonna try going deep here.
okay. That's a loaded question. Okay, here's the thing. I did art since pretty much the day I could hold a pencil. I
Okay,
probably did some kind of art even before that. Like the moment my hands could grab anything, I would use it to
that's
draw.
what she said.
Okay. Yes. I performed art of various mediums. Take it as you wish.
Okay.
Um, yeah. Okay. So art has always been kind of part of my life, always. Inseparable. Like no matter how busy I am, I always find time to sketch something, to express something visually. It's just part of who I am.
Okay.
And then at some point, I would say around the age of 8, I
Hmm?
started to kind of dive into the world of athletics. I started from acrobatics, then I did some ballet. I tried everything. I even did soccer for a while, but kind of settled for rhythmic gymnastics.
Okay. Okay.
And I was like, I genuinely loved the sport. I loved it so much. I think that if I started at like the age of 4, I would have been actually good at it. But I started at 9. Um, so that already kind of set me back in like my success. And also I
Okay.
wasn't doing it professionally for most of the time. It was just kind of a hobby.
So it's just
But
for
I
fun.
really yeah, yeah, just to like kind of have get me moving.
All right. All right.
So that was my introduction to rhythmic gymnastics, and I absolutely love the sport. I am naturally a bit more flexible than the average person, so I had that advantage. And I do have like this pure stubbornness and determination. Like I have this like very like useful but sometimes cursed personality trait. It's like if I love something, I will
Mm-hmm.
pour my heart and soul into it, and that was gymnastics for me. And so I did that for a while. And then at the age of 13, I joined a professional gymnastics school where I
Really?
would train every day for 4 hours, 6 days a
Ooh.
week. Yeah,
Really? Damn.
yeah,
Wait, that's
it was
actually a lot of
insane.
dedication.
Uh-huh, right? So I did that for a couple of years. But the problem with the professional school.
Mm.
And okay, just for context, let me just give you some context about that school.
Okay.
My teammates that are my age right now, they're in the national team.
Really?
They
Wait.
have the chance to be in the Olympics. Okay? From the school I trained in, the girls who actually did it from a very young age right now, they are in the national team.
N-
So that was that professional.
Good God.
Okay? And I
Wow.
was in the same group as them. I was struggling. I was really struggling. I could never catch up to their level,
Mm.
but I was still in the same team as them. And honestly, it blows my mind sometimes just thinking about it. Like, what if I actually did start from a young age and did it every day for so long? Like, where would I be as an athlete?
An alternate
Like,
timeline of Anna. Yeah.
right? Like, if the circumstances were different,
Yeah.
I could have been training for the Olympics right now. But things just didn't really line up.
I guess.
So
Yeah.
and again, even doing it professionally, I loved the sport so much. I poured my heart and soul into it. I poured sweat and tears and sometimes even blood into gymnastics. You have no idea like how painful it is sometimes. Like the stretching and the
Oh
training.
yeah.
It is like you have to love it to actually like handle all the stress.
Mm.
And then towards the end of my gymnastics journey, I started noticing like a huge dip in my mental health.
Mm.
And that was because of honestly a bunch of reasons. First of all, I always struggled to make friends,
Okay.
and I struggled to make them in the gymnastics world as well. Like
Mm.
I wasn't friends with any of my teammates. I was just kind of doing my own thing. They were doing their own thing. They just kind of grew up together, and I was an
Oh,
outsider.
okay.
So I understand why they didn't accept me. And also like we just didn't personality wise we didn't exactly click, and it's fine. Like it happens. And also I was tired all the time. That was my schedule pretty much. I would wake up at 6 a.m.
Ooh.
to take a bus to school that was out of town.
Uh-huh.
And I was going to like a special arts school
Mm.
with like extra art lessons. I would finish at around like 3 p.m. and then I take a bus right into the gym where I'm training. No
Wait.
break, no nothing. From school immediately to the gym where I would train for 4 hours and then I go home. And I would go home at like 9 p.m.
Really?
and go to
Wait.
sleep at like 10 or even later. Um, so I was like constantly tired and constantly hungry and like just physically I was really burning out, even though I love the sport, as I said many times. So that was that, like physical health wise.
Uh.
And I guess the tipping point was body image issues.
Mm.
Um, because I'm not a skinny girl. I never was. I don't think I ever could be a skinny girl. The way just my genetics work is that I gain muscle very easily and also gain fat. Like I didn't exactly win the lottery in that regard. And I was at the time I was weighting like my weight was I think 50 kilos.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 50 is nothing. Like for a 15-year-old, 50 kilos is like not underweight, but it is a very good weight.
Mm.
And I was told that I have to lose it. Okay?
Yeah.
Like I was told like that I am fat. And you know, one of my coaches, she was very nice about it. She's like, "Okay, Anna, you should lose some weight, otherwise like you'll get a sports related injury." And you know,
Mm.
she's right. I did get an injury. But
Was it
that's irrelevant.
serious?
No, it's
Okay,
good.
okay.
Like sometimes my feet kind of give up when I run. That's
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's nothing. Um, but the other coaches, they were like just straight up rude about it. There was that one time it just engraved in my mind at this point. I just came to the gym and one of the coaches like yelled at me from the other side, "Hey Anna, how was the pizza last night?" You know, implying
Yeah.
that I came back and I'm fatter than yesterday.
My God, what a
I didn't
fucking
even eat
dick.
pizza. It was a really dick move. Yeah, so I started getting a lot of like body image issues and I was just started starving myself
Mm.
sometimes and
That's awful.
um yeah, so these were like all my reasons, but in the end my excuse for quitting was my move to Canada. So I just kind of told my coaches that I'm quitting, but not because like I lost my passion for the sport, but because I'm moving to Canada. Um, and since then, like I tried cheerleading, I tried dancing, I tried like other stuff, but um, nothing, nothing really stuck to me.
Yeah,
Cause
nothing clicked. Yeah.
yeah, how to explain it? I'm kind of in this position of like athletic wise that I can't do anything professionally because I don't have like the time or the training for it. At the same time, if I do anything casually, it's boring to me because I'm like in between, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you. I get
So,
you.
yeah. I can do gymnastics professionally, but I also can't do it casually because that's just boring to me at this point.
Mm.
Um, yeah. And throughout that entire time, throughout that entire journey, I never stopped making art, ever. Even when I was like constantly training, I always did art. I always found a time for it. And after just like some soul searching and thinking about it, I realized that that is my true passion. And like no matter what I do in life, I'll always like gravitate back towards painting or just any other form of art.
Mm.
And let's just say that was, I wouldn't say it was exactly a decision of like I will quit gymnastics for art. It
Yeah.
was just kind of like a gradual realization. Because some things they did temporarily, they were like a phase, and art is just it's who I am.
Yeah, I get you
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, yes, it does actually. It was a very
Awesome.
dark um story, but in a way, I get that a lot because back I can probably share my story about that too because
Yeah.
back in like grade two, so I was like around 7 or 8. Um, I took swimming lessons, and then it just transformed into like competitive swimming.
Mm-hmm.
So like I obviously I took it like casual, and then it turned into competitive. Then I stopped like around grade 6 or 7, mainly because I kind of lost the fire with the
Mm-hmm.
swimming. Then in grade 7, our PE teacher announced that there was gonna be a swimming club for the school, and I'm like, wait, I swim before. I used to swim. Why not just do it again? So I did, and my God, the requirements to do like be in the club was training 7 times a week. So it's like
Oh my God.
Monday to Friday and during the weekends. So
Whoa.
after school usually ends back in the Philippines either 4:30 or 5 depending
Mm-hmm.
how long the lecture is.
Oh my God.
So
Wait. When does it start though? School. What time does it start?
time does it start for school? 7:30.
Seventh. Oh, holy sh. Okay,
7:30
now
in the
my
morning, yeah.
school better.
Yeah.
Much easier.
So yeah, it starts at 7:30 in the morning, ends at 4:30 or 5. So like I'll just ride a tricycle because that's used to be the transportation, or still is the transportation in the Philippines. There's some
That
taxi.
actually sounds hilarious and epic at the same time. I love to see it. It's just a bunch of like Filipino people on tricycles. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm going to work.
yeah, but that's because that's the equivalent of having a taxi. But taxis do
Mhm,
exist, but not as much, mainly
mhm.
because a car is like super expensive. So
Yeah.
having a tricycle is just the easy way to have a ride.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, no judgment here. Makes sense.
yeah, so ride the tricycle, go to the stadium that I have to train, and I'll probably be there till like 8:30 or 9, depending how long the practice is.
Oh
Usually
my
people
god.
stay for like an extra 30 minutes to like practice time, practice a certain like uh how do you, style of swimming. There we go. Because there's like four different ones. So there's
Hmm.
freestyle, uh, backstroke, breaststroke, and the hardest, in my opinion, butterfly,
Hmm.
which is because you have to use like both of your arms to drag your body while doing like a
Yeah.
really cool dolphin kick. So yeah, and then after grade 7, I moved here, and I wanted to join a swimming club, either at Dakota or somewhere else, but
Hmm.
I didn't want to, mainly because I don't want to go through like the training days where I have to go Monday to Sunday, and I
Hmm.
don't know how long that would be. It's not because I hate swimming. Like I the only reason why I wanted to learn how to swim because I drowned. Cuz
That is a story you'll have to tell me.
oh, I will right now. Cuz little me, little me is basically 6 or 5. So little me
Hmm.
saw a pool where my brother was swimming. And I was like, "Oh, that's not too deep." So I go there, and I thought my foot or my feet would hit like the floor, but
Hmm.
instead I just drowned straight up, straight down.
Oh
So
my
then
god.
like two people had to like save me.
Hmm. Okay, I
And
swear my brothers did that too. I had to like rescue him from the pool. And I think he was like 5 at the time.
oh my god, we both
I swear
drowned at the
like
same
little
age.
little boys have no fear.
We kids in general have no fear.
No, I was a very brave child. Like I would climb trees and I was hiking all the
Same.
time.
I used
Yeah.
to hike, and
Ah,
then
that was fun.
I became a gamer. I sh-
Today's lesson, don't become a gamer
yeah, don't be a gamer,
or
ladies and
your hopes
gentlemen.
and dreams will drown.
Just
Oh.
exercise, do hiking, climb trees.
Mm.
Oh, uh, elementary, grade 5. I don't know if I told you this, but I climbed a tree that didn't know it was super old, and
Hmm.
my thought process was, big strong branch, jump and grab the branch, boom. That was the thought
Mm.
process. So I jumped, grabbed the branch,
It,
and all I heard was crack. So I fell, and I probably cut my like underneath my lip.
that is scary.
And what I did, I just like stood up, walked back to the classroom.
Oh no.
I didn't want to like pretend I was limping. So in pain, I was just walking normally, while my right leg was just like it's hurting. And when I got into the
Was it okay
classroom,
though?
huh?
Was it okay?
Oh yeah, it was fine. Few bruises,
Okay.
here and there and whatnot, but all
Okay.
good. So I went to the classroom and everyone's like, "GP, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." But actually, I have like a little blood on my uniform, some dirt on my pants and shirt. And I
Mm.
remember I forgot to no, I had a spare shirt with me, so I was safe.
Hmm.
So there's
Oh,
no
so you just changed the shirt.
yeah, I changed the shirt,
Nice.
but my mom found out, so that
Mm.
wasn't pleasant at all.
Was she mad about your injury or the fact that you got blood on your shirt?
Both.
Both? Okay,
So I
okay.
think somebody told my mom that I fell in the tree.
Hmm.
She
Ah,
has eyes
okay.
everywhere apparently.
That's just mothers for you.
Yeah, they it
Yeah.
literally is. So follow
Well,
up.
honestly,
Oh, continue.
like, from my experience when it comes to like sports in Canada,
Hmm.
everybody's so much chiller. Like,
It's a different environment. Yeah.
yeah, people are much more like body positive,
Oh yeah,
and
hundred
much
percent.
more like mental health positive, and they're
Hmm.
like, "Oh, you need to take a break from training. It's okay, sweetie."
Yeah.
Yeah. Like as I was in the cheer team of Dakota
Hmm.
for a year,
I
and
think you
then
mentioned that before. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, in grade 11 I quit. But the thing is like I was actually good at cheerleading. Like I was genuinely very good. I was one of the bases. Like I would lift the skinny girls up.
yeah. Oh well, you're a strong girl then.
Yeah, I'm a strong girl. Uh, yeah, like I was one of these, and I was
Yeah.
genuinely good at it. And it was fun, but we trained only twice a week.
Really?
Yeah, for like a couple of hours after school. It
That's
was
weird.
nothing. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, we were not exactly like a professional competitive team.
Hmm.
Um, like, and I seen the competitive teams. They're fantastic. Like, they're actually fascinating to watch. But yeah, just for a school club, we just train twice a week.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes we'll train on the weekend, but that's only if we have a competition coming up. Yeah,
Mm.
it's nothing too serious. And also, I was in a dance team. I
Yep.
quit that because it was way too expensive. Um,
Really?
like 4 grand a year. A lot. But keep in mind, I was doing a lot of styles. I was doing ballet and
Mm.
contemporary and hip hop. What else was I doing? Acro. It's
Okay. Yeah.
like
Obviously.
acrobatics with gymnastics combined. Like, I did everything I could. So
The
and
wild
obviously, like,
card over here.
I did everything. Listen, I tried so many sports in my life. I tried basketball. By the way, I suck at it because I'm too short. Um,
I'm
I
five
tried
five.
surf.
What do you mean?
5'3", man.
That's fair enough.
Everybody's taller than me. I try to catch the ball and some tall dude snatches us up the air
Just like
before I can
I.
even touch it.
It's like
And I'm like,
this is my moment. Just snatches.
yeah,
It's like that one anime moment.
what the fuck?
God
No.
damn it! It was supposed to be
Yeah.
my time.
God, I hated basketball, but I tried it. What I love though is surfing. Surfing
Oh,
was super fun.
you better, dude.
Yeah. And ice skating, and I tried hockey. I hated hockey so much with a passion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Canada. No, I tried everything I could. It's just some things stuck, some things didn't.
Okay,
And in the end, like, my true passion is art.
that's fair.
Yeah.
You're more of an. I see you more of an artist than a gymnastic now.
Well, because that's how you always knew me. But my middle school friends, they saw me as the gymnast. I was like, oh, that's that girl who can't hang out with us because she's training today.
I I think I've known you as an quote unquote artist is the same time I saw you doing gymnastic. So it was like I
I
was in
don't think you ever
between.
saw me. Because, okay, I came to Canada at grade 10, right? And we started, like, actually talking towards the end of grade 10.
Yes,
And that
but
is, like,
we'll get into that in the second the other
okay,
questions.
okay. But I mean, I demonstrated my skill once in, like, a musical camp.
Mm.
You're referring to that day?
Grade 12, yes.
Grade 12, yeah. Yeah, so I wouldn't say you knew me as both at the same time. I would say it was more like you knew me as the artist and then I surprised you,
Ah,
right?
okay.
Was it like that?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, that makes more sense. All
So,
right. Next question.
there's a follow-up question to that.
Let's go.
To the first question. Do you miss doing, like, you mentioned that I'm having a stroke. Okay, you mentioned that you used to do gymnastics and whatnot, and then you just
Yep.
transitioned to, like, being an artist. Do you
Yeah.
think you'll have that itch to do, like, a brief showing, maybe in, like, on Instagram or on Twitter? As more than,
Like
like,
my gymnastics
yeah,
skills?
it's just, like, more than, like, hey, I could still do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna do
Mhm.
it professionally again, but, you know.
Oh, absolutely. I let me tell you, I do miss the sport sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I genuinely miss, like, the training and the stretching and the like all the practice with the ball and the hoop and the ribbons. It was actually fun. I think it stopped being fun for me the moment I started competing
Ah, I see.
because then it wasn't uh, like then they put all the pressure on me.
Yeah, that's the thing
And
with competitive things.
yeah. And like I admire girls who can compete,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's just not for me.
That's
Like I
fair.
was never I was never good enough to compete, but still they put all the pressure on me as if I am. And and honestly it was always like kind of an ego hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like in competition I would get third place out of 3.
Yeah.
Um so I mean, at some point I just kind of started expecting it, like seeing all the other girls and I just thought, okay, I'm just doing the competition for the sake of the sport. But it's just like that combined with how to explain that? It's just the moment I started competing, that's when also like the pressure to train more, the pressure to lose weight, the pressure to be like more perfect came.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was never like competing, then I'd probably continue doing gymnastics.
Okay.
But
Okay.
kind of comes with doing gymnastics professionally. You have to compete.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. But I mean, if I could go back,
Go
like
back in
join some
time.
gymnastics team and do it very casually, of like, I don't know, ex-gymnasts, that actually sounds fun.
Just for
Just
fun,
us together.
Just an
Yeah, exactly.
exhibition. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do miss the sport sometimes, and I have like these thoughts of longing. I do like still do my like crazy stretching just because I don't want to lose my flexibility.
Oh yeah,
I'm very
100%.
stubborn. I worked so hard for it. I'm not losing it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Then there's me. I just stopped like.
mm.
I used to be so
Yeah.
fit in grade 7. Now here I am with my fucking tub.
Hmm.
My
Oh.
god. Save me from the
And
nothing we become.
when it comes to like demonstrating, I was actually planning like a whole video talking about my gymnastics experience. And
Okay.
I was gonna do this moment of like, well, here's what I have left from it: mental health issues and a freakishly flexible body.
Well, here we are.
So here we are. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
A tease.
Yeah, like absolutely, I could do that. And I showed it on my Instagram, like
Yeah.
I still have like the full split and whatnot. If people want to see it, absolutely, I'll demonstrate.
I tried doing a split. Didn't work out.
I feel really bad for your balls.
Ball destructor. My god.
The splits, it really is.
But I
Yeah,
don't think
so
it's impossible. Might take a while for sure.
no, it's not impossible, not at all. It just takes some discipline and training, and you have to like develop pain tolerance. No, I'm serious.
That's probably not me then. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe if I train
oh,
myself hard enough.
my pain tolerance. I think it's average.
Both physically and mentally?
Yeah, the thing is like with stretching specifically, as I said, I already have sort of an advantage. I am naturally more flexible than the average person. And I know that because my mom is the same way and she never did any sports in her entire life.
Mm.
Um, yeah. But I would say with stretching, it's not like the pain becomes easier, you just get much better at ignoring it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Sounds good. And for the second question, you mentioned when you got here in grade 10 and we
Hmm.
became friends,
Yeah.
instead of asking you another letter, I'm going straight to the letter C. So
Okay.
when we first became friends and saw each other in class, I think it was like around science.
It was geography.
No, you were in no grade 10 science, I believe.
We probably were in the same class, but we didn't talk to each other.
No, no, no. Yeah, no, no. We didn't talk to each other.
Yeah. We started talking in geography.
Yeah. So when we saw each other in class, what were your like first impression of me? Because in my opinion, I was this super like casual, normal guy. Nothing special, nothing like talents to share. Like I literally
Hmm.
dressed super casual, and then there's you, looking all like cool and whatnot, dark and mysterious.
Ah, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay.
Definition of a chaos child. But yeah,
Um, okay, just keep in mind, before that I had uniform.
yeah.
Like for 9 years from grade 1 to 9, I had uniform. I couldn't dye my hair, couldn't put on makeup, had to always like wear a t-shirt with a school logo.
Hmm.
So the moment I broke free from that, I went insane.
Just
Like
went
I
all
dyed
out.
I went all out. I would put like full face of makeup every day. I would dye my hair crazy colors, like
Hmm.
wear all black and sometimes like do weird like clothing like outfit combination. Like so with I would say in grade 10 I was like insane with my like alternative self-expression.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So when I heard later that some people thought I'm scary, I am not surprised at all.
How are you? You're like the most. Like no offense, the
Mhm.
least intimidating person that I know. But if you show your, unless you
That's
show your
because
like
you
your
know
gymnastic
me.
stuff.
That's because you know me. But it's something that I heard from like a lot of people that I look very unapproachable.
Then
Like
I came along.
when they only see me, I look very unapproachable. Because I have like a few traits
Mm.
that make me look like that. First of all, like I'm Russian, so that's already makes me scarier. um,
Why do we have to bring?
I'm sorry. It's just the stereotype is so
Fair
hilarious
enough.
to me.
For
It's
comedic
like
effect.
Scary
Russian
Russian
scary.
people. A better dad works for the mafia. So
Okay,
there's that. I have like a resting sad face.
you
It's like
did,
I
yeah.
just
You
every
did.
time I'm not even sad. Like every time my face is resting, I look like I'm mourning something. Um, and also I look like at the time I looked really really goth. Like I think right now I got much better at balancing the like casual and alternative style.
Hmm.
But back then I was really going crazy.
I mean,
Yeah,
you do you, you know?
yeah, I
People
did
have their
me.
own style.
Yeah.
Unless you're me.
And
Casual.
when it comes to my first impression of you, honestly I don't even remember. I'm so sorry. Because for me, you were just like another one of the another international student that who's also my classmate.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
like I don't even mean it as in an offensive way. It's just like you said it yourself. You dress very casually. You just very like a normal dude, unless people get to
Boring
know you.
NPC.
Yeah. And I think like this entire conversation is a good lesson on like not judging by looks,
Mm.
because some people can like there's me, I can subvert your expectations. At least that's what a lot of people told me, but they kind of make their own image in their head of how I'm supposed to behave, and then like surprise them by not behaving like that.
Oh yeah,
And
100%.
then there's you who looks just very plain, but like you have a lot of deep layers of your personality,
One might
right?
say I'm the Naruto of Dakota.
You're the Naruto of Dakota. Except you're not an orphan.
You're right. You're right.
You're yeah.
And who am I?
Wait, then who is the Sasuke? Who's the Sasuke of Dakota?
Oh God, that's true. It's not you.
No, if you
Definitely.
call me Sasuke, I'll actually be offended.
You're more of a Neji type of person.
Hmm?
You're more of a Neji type of person.
You're telling me that I'm an elitistic prick? Oh.
I. You redeemed
No.
yourself during the exams. What do you mean? Neji was cool. Neji was
Yes, I
even
beat
he
up
was a
my.
dick.
He was, yes, but then he became better.
Then he died.
Then he.
Oh look, I've been impaled.
Okay, I'm quitting. I am quitting right now.
But speaking of geography and whatnot, the first time we actually talked was during a group project.
I do not
May
remember.
You do not remember this?
I
Okay,
don't remember.
so it
So, yeah.
was me, you, and Hassan. We were all doing this project for. It's not Canada 180. It was a Geo. Obviously, I mentioned Geo. You
It
mentioned
was
Geo. I
geography.
mentioned Geo. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Canada
Um,
geography.
yes, I kind of love that class. I almost actually
It was fun.
I passed. It was kind of small. The class was really really small.
The amount of times I fell asleep in that class is just
I
shameful.
think I've noticed. It's like midway of class, I just look at you and then you're like, you just wake up for a bit and then okay, then I go back to
I'm
sleep.
sorry. I'm tired and the class is boring.
it was, it was quite boring, but yeah. And then I think, how did I took initiative? Because I was just
Okay,
being the goofy
okay,
guy. I
I don't
remember.
know. I don't know if that's actually a memory or just like some fake memory constructed in my mind, but for some reason I think you just started making anime references and I responded.
It wasn't. Uh, that actually happened because there was a sub. I knew the sub because
Hmm.
he was in AAL in grade 9,
Hmm.
so I knew him from before, and he knows about anime and video games and whatnot. So I
That's a good
just
sub.
yeah, he was a very good sub, an amazing person. So I just kept talking about animes, and then you chimed in, and then he's like, "JP, I know you love anime and respect that, but please do your work." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry." And then how did I kept contact with you? I think it was just only for class.
I actually don't remember. I
Because
think because I remember you texted me at some point, like, let's hang out after school. But I wish I remembered where exactly, like, that text was. It was
I,
probably Instagram or Facebook.
I think Facebook, and then Instagram was
Facebook.
like later on.
Yeah.
There
And then
was
I did my, like, personal Instagram that now is completely dead and abandoned.
same.
I only post as Fairy in Black.
I am Fairy in Black.
I am Fairy in Black.
You may address me as Fairy in Black now.
I mean, hey, I could like probably change my YouTube name as that. I am Fairy in
Oh
Black.
my fucking god! Don't
That
do
would
it.
be like either super cool or super cringe.
Both at the same time.
Both at the same time. Oh yeah.
Because there's
Right, do you mind if I leave for a second?
sure.
I'll be as quick as possible. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. There's more questions that needs to be asked. And currently, she is MIA. So I'm gonna do something real quick as well, but I'm gonna be here. Hang on. Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Fairy is back.
Okay. Barry is back. Because I remember, there's, because I think at one point, I don't think I tried messaging you on the school email.
School email?
We used
Maybe?
to have no, I did not message you in school email. Maybe during like projects with
I
Hassan.
rarely used school email.
Same.
Who even uses I mean, I use it now a lot because university email, but yeah, who uses school email? Ew.
I've never used school emails before. Like I'll check it here and there, and I'm like, oh, didn't miss any projects. Assignments good.
Mm.
All right, done checking. But yeah, and then I ask you to hang out outside of the school. It's literally just like outside of the
Yep.
choir and band room. We just
Mhm.
sat there, touch grass, talk about like
Quite literally.
yeah, literally just sit down in the pile of grass. I think we went to Victor. Was it? Oh yeah, Victor Major, and
Yes,
then
to
just
swing.
yeah, it was fun. The
It
swings
was
were
fun.
fun. I love the swings
Yeah,
there.
and it became kind of our regular thing. Just
Mm,
every time it's not too cold, we're just going swinging.
yeah, 100%. And
Good
then
times.
grade 11, I pushed you to your limit when it comes to friends. It's like, hey, like it's
Oh.
like, hey Anna, you want to like hang out? I'm like, yeah, sure. Where are you? I'm like musical theater. Like, take me.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you said you'll introduce me to your friends.
I did.
No, you did to like Logan and others. Thing is, like me and these people, we didn't actually talk much.
Mm,
Like we only interacted when you were around. After that, just nothing.
you met a lot of
Um.
people.
Okay, so there was this moment when like I actually enjoyed going to the theater
Mm.
because I'm with people who
Yeah,
are kind of interesting. But I was too scared to go there without you. So there was this one time I think you either went home or whatever. You couldn't go with me,
I had to
and
go
I
home early.
was
Yeah.
I was trying to really convince myself that it's okay to just enter that room and hang out there.
Mhm.
I was like walking in circles, hesitating, full of anxiety. Like my social anxiety was at its peak at the time.
God damn it, where's
Um,
JP?
I was, and I just remember this moment when I just like actually grabbed the door handle and
Mm.
like push it. Come on, Anna, push it, push it. It's just talking to telling myself to like open that door, and I'm just standing there in the hallway with my hand on the handle, doing nothing, just convincing myself that it's okay that I can open that door and I will not die. In the end, I did enter the room, and I think that first hangout was kind of awkward, but
It gradually
after
evolved. Yeah.
after that it was okay. Funny enough, like that time was very strange for me.
How so?
Like I had friends, but I also kind of didn't.
Ah, okay.
You could you. I bet you'll find it relatable. Do you ever notice that you're clearly the last choice for the people in
Yes.
your life?
Yeah.
So that was all pretty much all the friends I made there in theater room. I was that for them. Like I just Andrew and Darnell and Carson and
Mm.
Max, Jill. For all of them, like sort of felt like I'm included, but also not.
Yeah.
I feel like they're including me only like out of pity almost, and they like never asked me to hang out outside or never like really. I don't know. They weren't really good friends. Let's be honest here. And yeah, it was a strange time.
I get that. I've
Yeah.
been there before, and now here we
Mm-hmm.
are.
And here we are. I don't talk to any of them. Do you still talk to these people? To like
uh,
the that friend group?
I'm pretty sure I'm still in the same Discord server as Carson, Darnell, and Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Jill, I think my last interaction with Jill was last year when
Mm-hmm.
she noticed me with a mask in my work uniform, and she's like,
Nice.
JP? And I'm like, how the fuck did you know my name?
Damn,
And I realized
you
it was
know me?
Jill.
Oh,
So that's, so I wouldn't say I still talk to Jill. It's more in like a brief cameo from
mm-hmm.
her. And
Yeah,
Darnell and Andrew and the rest, not as much, mainly because they have their own thing and then I have my own
yep,
thing. My friend
yeah.
group now is like incredibly small.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be big, but now it's incredibly small. It's hard to
It's
like find people.
honestly, I feel like it's just a very natural transition from high school to adulthood.
Oh yeah.
You just only the real friends stick around.
I wouldn't say like real friends, more like friends that you created like a bond with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I had
Yeah,
to,
real friends.
yeah, fucking Christ, real friends, friends who stick together. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they'll be there, like here, like blah blah blah. If they see my story, they'll like say something stupid or say something like
Mm-hmm.
that'll make me laugh or smile. And honestly, I think that's enough. That'll be like enough interaction from them. Like, and I'll be happy to see like, hey, they're
Yeah,
still there. They still
you know
notice
what?
me.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Like sometimes when I see some high school friends, I closely watch my stories to see who watches them. I don't know, I'm weird like that. Sometimes I see
same.
them with like even middle school friends. I'm like, oh, nice.
Oh, my middle school friends are gone. I think I
Uh
have
huh.
only like three. The
Mm, I
the
have
the rest, boom.
just gone.
As soon as I went to Canada,
Mhm.
boom. They don't
Yeah,
talk to
me,
me anymore.
I stayed in contact with most of my friends for like a year through
Mm,
text and calls and stuff like that.
yeah,
But then, like around grade 11, just kind of lost
it
contact.
dipped. Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine.
it's
Like,
life.
yeah, it is life. I have exactly one friend left from my home country, and I think we stayed in contact out of like his pure stubbornness, because he just really doesn't want to let go. And you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate this man every day.
You appreciate the hustle, as they say.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, he is really busy. He's so busy with like life right now and his girlfriend and all that, and he still finds the time for me. Like that is, like, I don't know. If that's not true friendship, I don't know what is.
and there's me. I have
Uh,
time for friends, but no life. The only time I'm busy is like I'm either working. I'm like, oh, okay. I wonder what I'm gonna do after work. See to like seeing people who I want to message, and then and then I just stop. Wait, am I bothering them if I message this? I'm
oh,
gonna
come on.
stop and start playing like either watch anime or play video games.
Mm-hmm. No,
Oh yeah,
just so you know, you never bother me. Like our main interaction is just you sending me memes, but I appreciate it. It's good.
I'll be there to like pop a cameo to like talk.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like if I'm ever like doing a video and you want to participate. Yeah.
I'll be the mannequin. You can make fun of me.
Mm.
It's okay. You can splash me with paint. You know what? I wouldn't care. I'll be just covered in paint.
We'll have to physically be in the same room though.
That's fine. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll do it for the content.
Do
I'll be the crash dummy.
it for the content. Actually might be in town this summer. Yeah.
Yes, fine. Like I have someone to hang out with during the summer. My God.
Well, not for long though,
God damn it.
because my manager already told me that they're gonna work my ass off, like in my job, which is good. I need to pay my tuition somehow.
Manager. Uh,
Yeah.
what do you work again?
Retail, like a photography shop.
Right, right.
Yeah.
How
It's
long
not
though?
that bad.
How long do
Got
you be
hired in
here?
September, so uh,
So,
October,
yeah,
November,
but how long you'll be
December.
here during the summer?
Oh wow, I'm working there for like 6 months now. How long I'll be here?
Yeah.
There, Winnipeg. I have no idea yet. Probably maximum like 2 weeks,
Fuck. Damn it.
and then I'll have to go back.
God damn it. Too short.
Uh, Just think about how my parents feel.
Okay, we need to plan that out then. Uh, oh god. Okay. I enjoy hanging out with you and whatnot. I enjoy like spending time with you in the car, listening to these musics. So last question.
Yep.
Obviously, I almost know about this. What's your favorite genre of music and video games?
Why would you do this to me? Why would you do that? Why is this question? I hate this. You're really forcing me to pick a favorite right now.
Genre? Like, it doesn't have to be one.
Okay, good. So video games is the easy one. I
Yeah,
would
like,
say I'm more inclined to RPGs or open world games,
yes, you mentioned
typically
this
single
before.
player.
For a
Um,
single person, yes.
um, I would say like some of my favorites ones that were like almost life-changing for me.
Mhm.
That would be Skyrim, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Persona 5, as we all know.
Oh, everybody loves
Um,
Persona. Their soundtrack is
Everyone.
a bop.
It is so good. I listen
Yes.
to it sometimes when I'm studying. Um, Also like Nier Automata.
I've heard about that, yes.
It is so good.
It's
If you
really
have
good.
the time, absolutely play it. And I absolutely love the Death Stranding. I don't get the people who say that it's okay, no, I get the people who say that it's boring.
Hmm.
I didn't find it. Like the art of it is so beautiful. I can just look at the landscapes and I'll be satisfied.
People have their own
But
taste
that's
in
just
video
me.
games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like some people hate, some people love it.
yeah,
Yeah. But we
100%.
all agree that Cyberpunk 2077 is bad. Like
I think it gotten
that's where
better
the
as
game
I
review.
heard from like
Did
other
it?
people. Yeah.
Mm. I never even like inserted it to my PS4 because I don't have the time.
Really? I think you're
Yeah, I
like
never even
I think
tried
you're
it.
like the type of person that have time.
Dude, are you laughing at me right now?
Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to music, just let me pull up my top Spotify from last year.
For sure, for sure. Go for it. Wait, you
And
forgot?
then I can add some adjustments.
Okay. Wait, you forgot about Left 4 Dead 2 with Ashley. You had fun playing that game.
Yeah, that was fun, yeah. But I wouldn't say that's the kind of game I would play in my free time,
All right. Fair enough.
if you know what
I
I mean.
respect the opinion.
Yeah.
That game is only
Actually,
fun to play with friends.
I downloaded recently a game called Tribes of Midgard. And it seems interesting so
I
far.
think I've heard of that. I also tried getting you into Valheim, and that was a brief moment.
Valheim was kind of boring, I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Okay, so here's my top genres. On number 5, we have Gothic Metal.
Okay.
Number 4, Shoegaze.
Oh, what is shoegaze?
What is I'll explain when I get to the top of the list.
Okay, okay.
Number 3, J-pop. And that is actually very inaccurate. It's J-rock. I don't like pop music that much.
Fair
Number
enough.
2, you will love this one.
Okay.
Video game music.
Persona.
Actually, no. That is me listening to the soundtrack of Skyrim on loops when I'm studying.
Oh, fair enough.
That's how we got to number 2.
Skyrim does have a really good soundtrack.
It is amazing. It's so good. It fits my mood every time. Like if I need to deep concentrate on like an art history
Hmm.
essay, or
Yeah.
when I need to deep concentrate on a painting,
Hmm.
it's either shoegaze or the soundtrack of Skyrim. Like these two, they
I want to get
sent
something
me
that
into
pumps
the
me up.
Yes, it don't like yeah, it just does it for me.
Right.
Number 1, that's a genre called visual kei.
Ooh. So you mentioned showgaze and visual kei, and those are the two genres that I never heard of before.
Okay, I'll start with visual kei.
Okay.
So that is a very, very unique movement to Japanese music
Mm-hmm.
when they put a lot of emphasis on like flamboyant appearance and very like over the top shows.
Hey, that's
It's
me.
just very, very like very visual like musical movement.
Mm-hmm.
And the visual kei that I specifically like, it is like in every genre you can even find like pop inspired visual kei, but the one I'm inclined towards is like the heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
So like imagine heavy metal but pretty.
Okay. With
I don't
style.
know,
All right.
it's very unique. It's like a
Okay.
very like uniquely Asian.
Uniquely
I'm into
Asian.
Asian metal, to
Okay.
put it like very shortly. I'm into Asian metal. Mostly Japanese stuff. I did
Uh-huh.
find one band that is Korean. It
Mm-hmm.
is amazing. Um, and I didn't find from any other countries. I'll have to research that a little bit, because I do find that kind of oh I'm going into such a music nerd rant.
Dude, go
Every
for it. This is a
every
safe
country
haven.
oh hell yeah, every country and culture kind of puts its own twist on metal.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So like Asian metal will not sound the same as European, and it will not sound the same as American, even though like they're all in the metal umbrella, and even if the lyrics are all in English,
Mm-hmm.
still like you can really hear the difference in style and in approach. So I am mostly inclined to Asian and European metal, not so much into American.
Okay.
Yeah. And shoegaze, um, so that is one of the names for post rock,
Post rock.
and
Hmm.
I would say it's very like dreamy and abstract music, although all the instruments kind of blend into each other and just kind of creates this like huge wall of noise
Uh-huh.
almost. Um, and I would say the best way for me to describe it is imagine you're really high on weed. That's how the music makes you feel.
I'll pretend. I'll
When you're
pretend.
just like you're kind of high, like you can hear colors almost. It's a very good
I can
genre. I
hear the
love it.
color red.
Yeah.
No. It's just full of
It's
anger and
it's
love.
it's it's music that makes me feel a little high, and I love it. It's just very very dreamy, and it
Okay.
can also it's a very large umbrella of
Ooh.
genres. Some of it is a bit heavier, some of it is more like towards the rock and or like electronic direction.
Mm.
But yeah, what kind of their characteristics is a lot of like effects and the sounds blending together and this like kind of dreamy high atmosphere. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Want to
Okay.
know why it's called shoegaze? I love
Why?
this story.
Okay. Okay. Do
Because
share.
the musicians they typically use a lot of effect pedals. You know what I'm talking about?
Effect battles?
Yeah, during their performances.
Okay.
Like it's all these like pedals that you put on the floor and you step on them. It creates
Oh.
like an effect on your guitar or any other instrument.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they use it. I use them a lot, like really use and abuse effect pedals. And in their shows, they just end up looking at the floor the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
as if they're gazing on their shoes. So that's why it's called shoegazing.
Oh, okay.
Shoegaze.
Shoegaze. Alright, that's interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. Like your genres of music are like super unique. It's not something that I would
Thank you.
like expect from other people. Because when they look at
As
you,
I
they're like,
said, I subvert expectations.
that's true. Because when people look at you, it's like, oh, she probably listens to metal, goth, blah blah blah. That's it. They
I
can't
do
really
listen
like.
to all that.
No, no. It's so like, like it's not specific ones like what you
Hmm.
mentioned before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say if I have to summarize my music taste, it would be anything alternative.
Okay.
If I have to go into more specific, if it sounds dark or dramatic or dark and dramatic, I will probably love it.
Mm.
And I also am a huge fan. Like I started my I come from like symphonic metal. That was my first like alternative genre that I fell in love with.
Hmm.
So this like very layered epic sound, that is something I'm really into.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you,
Yeah.
Anna? When you look at me, what do you think? What do you think I listen to?
Nightcore.
Oh my fucking god! You're bringing up 2014 me. No,
Wait, what? I mean, I know what you listen to. You're like really into 3 Days Grace.
I do. I listen to my like taste of music have evolved or
No,
rather
that's great. It's
changed.
usable.
Like old me only listens to, I kid you not, I only listen to like cartoon or anime, like like the openings and endings and whatnot.
Mm. I'm very glad I got to know you a bit later in life.
And then after that, it just turned into like a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of rock, a little bit of
Mm.
pop here and there.
Oh, hip hop. That didn't expect that one.
My dad would play hip hop whenever we have like oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little long drive.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be
Oh,
like
nice.
hip hop,
Like a
sometimes
road
like
trip.
rock. Yeah, like a little road trip. It'll be like hip
Mm-hmm.
hop. I'll be listening to like Chris Brown. Uh, is Michael Jackson really hip hop? No, Michael Jackson's not hip hop.
He's not hip hop. He's just
No.
pop.
Yeah. I can't. I, oh, I can't. Oh no, I can't think of other songs. Whatever. But yeah,
No, I get it.
during road trips, hip hop, sometimes rock, sometimes a pop here and there, and
Mm-hmm.
then 2014 me, nightcore, just hardcore
Just
nightcore.
found nightcore.
I literally
God,
found nightcore.
I never liked nightcore. I'm sorry. I hated it with a passion from the very beginning.
It's just high pitched noise. Like it's
It's
just high
just
pitched.
it's taking a perfectly good song and destroying it.
I know. Then there's me. I'll defend it with all my with all my
It's
heart.
I mean, you do you, but like
It's okay. I stopped my nightcore phase during 2016.
let's just say like I try not to be judgmental, but when someone says they're a nightcore fan, I already like kind of
Just
I
I'm
can
leaving,
guess their character.
and it just unfriends me right away. After this podcast, she will literally go through her contacts, unfollow, unfriend, blocked.
Goodbye, GP. We had a good run.
You had a good run.
I don't care that you've been one of my best, most loyal friends over the years. It's just the fact that you
You
listen
like
to
nightcore.
Nightcore. I can't handle this, man.
I'll be at your wedding playing nightcore.
Oh, you'll be kicked out so quickly.
One of the people are gonna be like, "Oh, what music are you gonna be playing?" Night, and it just kicks out.
Night.
Just say
No, I
night.
mean, if you finish it with Night Wish, then hell yeah, you are invited. If you say Nightcore, you're kicked out.
You're kicked out. You remember that gift that you brought? Yeah, I'm throwing it out
Yeah,
as well.
take it with you. I bet it's like some anime shit.
What the fuck? But yeah, and then I stopped listening to Nightcore, and then it just evolved to like I've listened to a lot of city pop lately.
City
Like
pop, what is that?
it's basically Japanese songs from the 70s to
Oh, nice.
90s.
I feel like they really blew up recently.
Yeah, and
Because I
it
meet a lot of people who are into that.
yeah, and funny enough, it's not big in Japan.
Is it not? Oh, okay.
Like obviously they've heard about that song because it's literally in Japan, but
Hmm.
people in Japan like they didn't or never noticed that city pop like popped off, pun
Hmm.
intended. And here in the West, it actually just got so popular that
Yeah.
like I think my most played songs were "Stay with Me," "Plastic Love," "Dances
Oh,
in
is
the
this the
Memories."
stay with me?
Yeah, exactly. I
Okay.
love that song with a burning
Hmm.
passion. I
Oh,
I remember listening to that song like last year when I was in my sad boy phase.
sad boy.
I was last year was really dark for me.
I know.
It wasn't a fun year, to
Hmm.
say the least. I think it only got brighter like around October to December, and now I
Mm.
feel like I've gone like I'm over it now. Like I think I'm a little sane.
Hmm.
But yeah, now I
Yeah,
listen
you
to
do
city
seem a
pop.
bit more on your feet, and that makes me really happy.
I am back to like fully fledged JP now. I used to be sad boy JP. Now I'm just JP.
Just JP.
Yeah.
But what does it mean to just be JP?
I will non-stop make fun of your favorite character. Um,
I mean, that always happens, even when you're a sad boy. You will always come to me and be like, "Remember Quicksilver? Remember?
remember
Do
when
you remember?"
Do you remember Hawkeye's shield?
I hate you.
Unfortunately, it was a one-time use.
No! I hate you so much.
And yet you're still here.
And yet I'm still here,
Yeah.
just to suffer.
But yeah, city pop, and 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 then even like last year too, I got into wrestling again. Oddly enough,
Hmm.
like I'd watch it here and there, see what's up. I'll even like play the video games, but when it comes to their themes, like their like entrance music, it just I don't know why, but I got super into them too.
Nice.
Like some of them have like metal, some of them have like techno, some
Hmm.
remixes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when I kid you not, I'd like because I think I've gained their I think it's called mannerism, right? Where
Hmm.
where they when their entrance starts playing, they'll have their own like walk to the
Hmm.
arena. And there's this one guy, his name is well his wrestling name is Tyler Breeze,
Hmm.
and his gimmick is more like I am this male model. So every
Hmm.
time he has when he's doing inside his ring, he would have his phone either with a selfie stick or just by his hand, and he'll
Hmm.
just like stare at his phone, like looking how pretty he is and
Nice.
whatnot. And I kid you not, every time if I'm alone, I'd play his theme, and I'm gonna pretend and I'm him.
That's funny.
I it's just another JP thing that he does when he's either home alone or at work.
That's fair. You know what? Okay. I never really talk about with anybody, so you're
Mm.
gonna be the first one to know. And whoever
And
listens to
whoever's
this,
listening to this, yes.
yeah. Okay. I'm constantly like with earbuds in.
Yeah,
Constantly. It's an addiction, I swear.
yeah.
And sometimes when I'm just walking around my house and I'm like listening to my song and I'm feeling it,
Hmm.
I dance a little bit.
Dude,
And I
same.
bet it looks so hilarious. I have a massive window in my living room staring right towards my neighbors. And I bet sometimes they see me just
It's a
like
show. It's a free
shaking my
show.
butt to some like metalcore.
Man, she's shaking her butt aggressively. I wonder what she's listening to.
They're like, "Oh, is that Cardi B?"
It's
And I'm
not
like,
Cardi B.
"No, dude,
Nope, it's actually.
it's asking Alexandria." Actually, I don't listen to Asking Alexandria.
It's.
First thing that came to mind.
I'm just let's aggressively shaking my booty to some metal music right now.
Yeah.
That's literally me. Either at home or at work. I'll be like doing the dishes and just like start dancing. And my
Yeah,
mom
yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna be like, why does it take you like an hour to finish washing the dishes? I'm like,
So,
shaking my
because I'm
booty.
dancing, mom.
This song is just too good. It hits different.
Right? Yeah.
It's like, god damn it.
Oh. Like, I
But
bet if I move in with a partner or something, they're gonna witness all that weird behavior and move out.
it'll have two outcomes. They'll either ask to
Join
like,
me.
yeah. Actually,
They'll either
that's the first
join
one.
me or they'll move out.
Just get out. Just get
Yeah.
out. Like who wants to live with this person who dances so much?
They're like, okay, this makes me very uncomfortable that you're dancing to screaming in Japanese. Please, like, I'm packing my bags. Let me go.
but the song is too good. It's like yeah, but
Yeah,
it's not the
yeah, but
type of dance.
yeah.
Shake your booty too.
I mean, let's be honest. If there's a guy out there, if I end up dating a guy who's
You
like,
are.
if yes, if I end up dating a guy who will judge me for that,
Hmm.
we're not meant to be.
There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's Anna. If you ain't in her
If
in
you
her own,
ain't dancing to metal music with me, we can't date.
that's true.
That is a joke, of course. I'm not serious.
Put that in your Tinder profile. If you can't dance to metal, you ain't with me.
For some women, it's you have to be 6 feet
Oh
tall.
my
For me, it's
fucking
like you
god.
have to listen. You have to dance to metal.
6 feet. Only man that I need. No gamer. 6 feet tall. That's it.
That's just
Story of my
that's
life.
kind of sad.
Story of my life on Tinder.
I mean, the guy I'm dating right now, we think he's 5'6".
Damn, he's an
He's a
inch taller than
bit
me.
he's a bit taller than me. Like
He's
I
taller than
genuinely
me.
don't. I don't know. We'll have to see it together. It's kind of hard though, because we both live in Ottawa and you're stuck in Winnipeg. Come for a visit.
Oh yes.
I'll take you to the best sushi restaurant ever.
Take me to the nearest anime store. Oh, sorry, not anime store. Degenerate store.
I don't think if we have anime store. I mean, there's like Bank Street that's full of like different businesses.
Hmm?
There are a lot of sex stores. If you're like looking
Yo.
for the there's like a couple of comic book stores. They even have manga.
Wait, how do you know the
So
sex store, Anna?
what?
How?
Because they have a huge like poster outside saying sex store.
I love how you aggressively defended yourself. Because they have a sign that says sex store.
Because they're signs.
Why do you...
Me pretending that I didn't actually walk into a couple.
Did you?
Yes, I did. Some of the things there are scary.
Curiosity.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, man. Did
The
just...
staff are very friendly. So I went to several. Most of them they're just like catering to kinks and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
They have like all the
Obviously.
outfits and all the like dildos and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, just a regular sex store.
Hmm.
And there's the one that's full of educational books.
Okay.
And there's like some focusing on LGBT, and there was like a book about asexuality. I was like genuinely tempted to buy it because that's me, you know.
Anna reproduces asexually.
No, I'm demisexual. Like it's not exactly asexual, but it's on the spectrum.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it was like quite interesting to find, and there was like a whole book about bondage and BDSM.
50
Yeah,
Shades
so
of
it's
Grey
all
with Fairy in Black.
it's black.
Fade to black.
So yeah, it's like educational content about sexual health and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It was kind of nice.
Well, if you ever
Yeah,
visit
you find all
Winnipeg,
that stuff.
because you mentioned I could visit Ottawa, maybe one, but there is this one store. Hang on, let me just look in my phone if I can find it real quick. Where are you? Where are you? There's an anime
Only like
store.
anime store. You have an anime store in Winnipeg?
Little Star Gifts. They have.
Whoa,
It's on 1360 Sargent Avenue.
downtown. Ugh.
Yeah, it's
Downtown
anime.
Winnipeg sucks.
It is. It does. It
I
does
live
suck.
I live in downtown Ottawa. It's so much better.
It does suck in here in Winnipeg, but we'll do anything for anime.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything for anime. Oh, we do have like it's called the Mergy shop.
Wait,
It's
what?
just full of like Mergy shop.
A
I
mergy
think
shop.
that's
Okay.
it. It has like a bunch of Asian snacks. Like
Oh,
the Japanese drinks and like Chinese
wait, that's
noodles.
like the same thing as Umu.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
A
god,
bit
that's
smaller.
amazing.
Yeah,
Wait, uh,
some good stuff.
I'm not like insanely good with chops. Speaking like Japanese stuff, I bought
Mhm.
this.
Hey,
It's and if you look closely, there's a little training wheel with the
mhm.
chopsticks,
Yeah,
so I can hold them
chopsticks
properly.
training. I actually never used that one. I just like learned right away from the normal chopsticks.
Wow, are you saying that you're built different?
No, I'm just saying I was taught.
Anna's just being humble right now. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
self-taught, but in reality, she's built
I was
different.
like 7 or 8 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I went with my mom and her boyfriend at the time to a restaurant.
Yeah,
Like I think was called Japanica,
I love
like
that
just
name.
like a Japanese restaurant chain. I think like it's not even authentic Japanese. So they handed me a chopsticks and like how did I use it? So my mom's boyfriend showed me,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I learned how to use chopsticks.
Oh.
And then eventually, like once I was enlightened to the absolute wonders of sushi,
Mm-hmm.
I just got to practice more and more until like I got better at it. Yeah,
You just actually just built different, huh? Okay,
it's not that hard.
that's what she said. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all the questions I have.
So the
But
questions.
yeah,
So are
unless
we
you have
finishing this, or do you just want to chill?
unless you have a question for me.
If I have a question for you, oh, I have to think about it. Let's just like chill for a while until I come up with something.
Okay,
We
fair
cool
enough.
with that?
Yeah.
Nice. No, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
How are you doing, JP?
Mentally or physically or both?
Both.
Both. Mentally. I want to start with that because that's funny. Mental issues are funny. Um, right now, as I mentioned before, I'm doing okay compared to last year. Um, I some. Oh wait, no, because every morning I wake up, I'd like have do a little stretching, a bit of tai chi here and there, because that's what I used to
Ooh.
do to like keep myself in a self-centered state, I guess.
Mm.
And sometimes I would work out as well. Uh, Obviously there's a gym across the street, but I don't go there.
Right, you live
to
like so
live,
close to.
yes, to Altea. It's
Mm.
super close, and yet here I am.
I can't even judge you. Altea is so expensive.
Like they are, yeah. And ma- like knowing myself, I don't like working with like a crap ton of people. Sometimes
Mm.
I don't like having eyes on me,
Mm.
which is funny because as a kid, oh god, as a kid, I always wanted to be a wrestler so that people could
Mm.
look at me and how good looking I am and how good I perform. And then later on, I want to work out at Altea and I'm like, too many people. I don't want
Yeah.
to watch.
Oh my God. You know what? I so relatable. I was an extrovert when I was a kid, and then life happened.
Life hit us real hard.
The life like really knocked me down and kicked
It's
me.
like, wow, you're super like energetic and whatnot. Psych, punches in the
Like,
face.
here you get some emotional
Damage.
damage.
I will send you back to Jesus. I love that. But yeah,
No, it's okay. I'm getting so much better right now, and so are
same.
you. And it's so much fun to watch.
I'm very open to like things now, as like as I mentioned before, where I don't want to mention your name.
Yeah, don't.
I asked the no, not last year, but
Yeah. Oh,
recently the
current love interest,
yes, who will not be named.
she who will not be named.
She who will not be named. Not the girl from last year, but this year.
Hmm.
And oddly enough, when I heard that, when I heard, or at least I thought or think that she had a different person that she liked, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. Like, it's not gonna affect me as much now because I think I would, I guess it's safe to say that I've grown up a bit. I suppose. I'm still the idiot, but I'm a grown up
You're
idiot.
more mature.
Yeah, the
That's
grown up idiot.
that's just men in general.
Yes, honestly, I'm
I'm
not
saying
even
that
gonna
with
like
love.
disagree.
Yeah.
Men are idiots.
All men are stupid, and I love them.
They'll do the dumbest shit ever, and you're like, God damn it, I'm in love with this person. Why?
I know, right?
Like
I
you're.
swear it's the worst part about him being like heterosexual.
Oh, that's amazing. God. Uh, Physically, I wanna lose my tummy.
Mm,
That's the main goal. Cause
okay.
as I mentioned before, past conversations, I wanted to lose my belly because my cousin Ashley has a debut coming, which is a Filipino tradition where the daughter turns 18, and then there's the 18 flowers thing where she gets to dance with other people. I'm not sure if it's all men, but I know it's like other people. So I'm part of it, and I'm
Nice.
like, okay, my stamina is so garbage right now. I can't run for like 2 or 3 minutes max without
Mm.
losing like without dying. So the goal is try to at least like exercise here and there, you know. I'm planning to like take walks like outside, maybe like more than 15 minutes of walk, mainly because I want that stamina back. As a kid, because back then when we were kids, we were super energetic. We wouldn't like stop moving around, whatnot. But now, as got introduced to like video games, manga, and anime, I've gotten a little lazy with my body, and I feel like I'm not treating my body well enough. So I'm gonna take initiative to get better at that.
That's great. I
Yeah,
I admire that.
thank you.
I wake up every day at 5 a.m. to go to the gym. I say every day. I try. Usually I sleep in, but
Oh, I see you
I try
posting
to go.
stories. Don't you dare like downplay it. Come on.
It's like, yeah, the things I do to be hot. Um, No, it's really good for my mental health. And
Yeah.
the reason why I go at 5 a.m. because my gym is super small and like anytime after it's gonna be packed.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good
Um,
routine. 5 a.m.
yeah, I'm still trying like I'm working on the discipline of it. Thing is, it's kind of hard because if I want to wake up at 5 a.m. and feel normal, I have
Mm,
to go to sleep at like 9. And sometimes it's impossible because of my job. Like
yeah.
if I do a closing shift, I finish work at 9 and then
Mm,
I have to like take a bus home and that takes an hour. Um, or just sometimes like if I get super concentrated at like schoolwork or painting or whatever, and I
mm.
just look at the clock like, oh shoot, it's 11 p.m. So it's
100%, yeah.
genuinely hard. Like it's a really hard habit to develop.
Yeah. I get that. I get that so much. Having, but but looking at you now, I'd say you're quite disciplined. Like, sure, it's not like every 5 a.m. or every day that you go to the gym, but you still go to the gym.
Like I try to go at least 3 times a week. Like
Hmm.
that's my minimum, but I would love to go more frequently. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Today I slept
You slept in.
in. Slept in. Because I came home at like 10 and
Jesus.
I had to do some stuff. Oh my God, I had like such a nightmare last night.
Oh, God.
Um,
Do tell.
like waking nightmare, not sleeping
Okay,
nightmare.
okay.
Do you wanna hear about it?
Yes, please do share.
It's just really gross though. So, trigger
Gross?
warning.
Okay, okay.
It's disgusting. So I've been having a cockroach problem in my apartment,
Oh,
mostly
car
around the
what?
kitchen. My apartment.
No, the
I've
car
been
what?
having a cockroach.
A cockroach. Okay.
Cockroach, yeah. So mostly around my kitchen, but also in the bathroom and place like that. And
Mm.
I was like weirded out noticing it because I clean my place regularly and I
Yeah.
don't exactly leave food outside to rot, so why would I
Mm.
have so many cockroaches? Uh, yeah, I don't know. I even emailed my landlord but didn't get a response yet. So last night I come back home and my sink has like 5 cockroaches in it at least.
Yeah.
So I washed them all out. Then I threw something in the garbage and I swear like 10 cockroaches crawled out of the garbage bin. And I like, oh my God. So I removed the bin, like the garbage bucket itself,
Uh huh.
and it was fine. It was like clean, nothing. And then I looked, you know how like garbage bins, they have like this metal exterior, right?
Yeah,
With the
yeah,
mechanism in it where that like you press a pedal and it opens the lid.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I at first glance it seemed fine, but then I looked at the bottom of it and there was like a fucking tiny cockroach colony inside the mechanism.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have bug spray or anything like that. I'm gonna buy it after this fucking experience. But what I did is I took the entire thing into my bathroom, like into the bathtub, and I just started spraying it with freezing water. And I washed out like at least 30 cockroaches outside like the mechanism of my garbage bin.
Okay.
Your face right now, it demonstrates how I felt at the moment.
I feel
It was
traumatized. I don't want to
it
experience
was
that ever.
disgusting. Ugh. Oof. It
I feel like after
just
that experience, you just sat down in your bed and like,
I
just
had trouble sleeping. I felt things crawling on me, even though nothing was crawling on me.
you
I
didn't.
don't. Okay, horror movies, they make me laugh, but show me a fucking centipede and I will cry myself to sleep. I hate insects. I hate all of them with a passion. Insects should die,
Some
especially cockroaches and
some
mosquitoes.
insects look cool, like beetles.
Beetles are cool. Yeah, and bees and butterflies. These are nice.
Yeah,
I also love moths, but cockroaches.
yeah. I don't like
Ugh.
cockroaches. I just don't like them in general. My last cockroach experience was literally 2014,
Mm,
and now I just never experienced them ever.
lucky man.
I'm a lucky boy.
Yeah. Anyway, so around 30 cockroaches just went down my drain. I hope they didn't clog anything.
Good God, that's scary.
Yeah, I think it's fine now. Like I took care of the colony, but the thing is they will come back. Like for
Yeah,
as
they
long
will
as
come
somebody,
back.
yeah. And it's that's my garbage bin. Like probably I called my parents after that. It's like, hi, something the worst thing just happened to me. I told my mom about she like, yeah, probably you get some food in there and they were attracted to it. Just
Mhm.
use bug spray. Scares them off. Yeah.
Boom, easy.
Yeah. But yeah,
Problem solved.
uh, That was like a waking nightmare.
That's something that I don't. Again, that's something I don't want myself or anyone to experience. So thank you for being the example. Your sacrifice won't be in vain.
Fuck. I hope like I hope you can sleep after this. Yeah,
Maybe.
so because of that I went to sleep at like midnight because I was busy cleaning out my cockroach colony and then recovering from the experience.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. No gym today.
No, last night was the gym,
I
and I was literally fighting, doing a side quest out here.
was doing a side quest, clean out the cockroaches.
You clean out all the cockroaches.
Also, like, I am super lucky. I live on the third floor.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, here in Ontario, if you live in the basement, you will have centipedes. Like, no question, no, there's nothing you can do about it. You will have centipedes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Not joking, right?
Not joking. They are very common in this province.
That's so scary. How do you live? How do you survive?
Kill them. Like, just figure out what to do with them, I guess.
Oh my god.
People just probably get used to it. Okay, I don't know how like insects in Philippines look like, but in my country there's a lot of palm trees,
Mm?
and we would have like a whole ass infestation of like what's called palm bugs. They're like cockroaches appearance wise, but they are much bigger,
I think we have
like
that too, yeah.
significantly bigger. I'm trying to like think of an example, like think about like human eye, something around that size.
Oh, I thought you meant like the like the look of the bug looks like a human
No,
eye,
no,
and
no,
I'm
no. I'm talking about
like,
size.
oh my fucking god.
Yeah, and they're like brown and a little shiny.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think we
gross.
have that, yeah.
And here comes the worst part.
Oh god.
They fly.
I wanna walk out. But at the same time I don't want to. I hate
Yeah.
flying disgusting bugs.
Mm.
You thought
So
like
I would say for my first few years I was super scared of them, but then like I remember one time I woke up in the morning, I was super tired. You know me in the morning, I'm not functional at all. And
super dead.
then I see a fucking massive cockroach beside my bed on the floor, and I'm like, I don't know why, just something in me clicked. I'm like, fuck this thing. I want to kill it with fire. I'm not even scared. I grabbed a shoe and I slapped it so hard. I slapped it harder than an Asian parent slaps their kid. Uh, I'm sorry, JP.
Fuck off. You know,
And that's how I got over my cockroach fear. I just slapped it really hard. I was like, oh, okay, so it
you
died.
went from like I'm super tired to just like I want to fucking kill this thing so I can
I
go back
went
to
from like
bed.
I'm super tired to I'm super tired and angry, and I don't have the time or the willpower to deal with this shit. I just like,
Grabbed the
killed it.
nearest object and slammed it.
Yeah,
Did it make like an echo noise when you slammed
I think it did.
it? Oh my god. You you gave the warning. Did you put the cockroach's body as like an effigy as a warning? Or just like
Ah,
put the corpse on some stick or something?
impale it on a stick for everyone to see.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll
Yeah,
you'll have guests over and like, Anna, what's this? Oh, it's for the cockroaches, just in case they try to fuck with me.
actually, that doesn't work. Like if you leave insect corpses outside, it will
Hmm.
attract ants,
That's true.
and then you'll just have more insects.
You have more
Good.
insects to deal with. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Canada is great in that regard. You don't have that many.
Uh, yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah.
a fair. We have bees, butterflies,
Mhm.
and that's it. That's the only insects that we'll normally see.
But you in Canada, you forgot the mosquitoes and the yellow
Yeah,
jackets
yeah, you're right. Yellow
and
jackets
the
are
Asian
horrible.
beetles.
Beetles, I'm not too afraid of beetles.
Asian beetles, so they bite
Yeah, they're not as bad as spiders.
spiders. I actually like spiders. Spider is the one like invertebrate that I will not kill.
Anna, they're poisonous.
most of them are not. Besides,
That's true. That's true.
spiders are chill as long as you don't bother them. I mean, most insects are, but
Except
cockroaches.
cockroaches.
Cockroaches, they ruin my everyday life. Spiders
They just
don't.
it's like Anna's like, yeah, poisonous spiders, yeah, they're fine, you know.
I
Then
find
cockroaches like kill
tarantula
it
in
with
my
fire.
apartment.
Just we call it kill it with fire right now.
Yeah.
I don't want it in my sight.
Someone suggested that I just like get myself a pet tarantula.
Just leave it like walking around the house. No,
No, keep it in
no, hell
a
no. Put it in a cage. No way, you're not letting that cockroach just like walking
I am
around.
not getting a tarantula.
No, 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 ma'am.
I do want to get a cat. I talked about to my
Yeah,
parents after like the cockroach story, and they're like, "Well, yeah, you'll get yourself like a cockroach repellent,
a cat.
a cat." Yeah.
The cat will make sure to train your cat to hold like a knife or some shit.
They don't need to. They have claws.
Yeah, but imagine they'll have like a little sword in their mouth and then they have claws.
Uh,
Double
yes.
damage.
I will write it down as my silly painting ideas.
It's like a ninja cat.
Yeah, I already have the "Am I a middle-aged mom?"
Hmm.
Now I'm gonna have a cat with a knife.
It's a great combination: middle-aged mom and cat with a knife. My
You can make a
God.
manga.
Oh, you're an actual genius then. Makes a manga: middle-aged mom and cat knife.
Middle-aged mom and her cat with a knife.
That's such a good anime,
The
a manga actually.
Adventures of the legendary duo.
I would love to read that. As considering that I have like a huge amount of collection of manga, so I'm not gonna show it because my camera is attached to my laptop. But I can confirm that my collection of manga is unhealthy.
I know what it looks like. You showed me.
Don't ask how much I spent.
I will not, because you know what? I don't get to judge you. I spend so much money on art supplies that I don't get to judge anybody.
We all have our own addiction. Let's just say
We
that.
all have our own addiction,
It's like
exactly.
it's like copium or copium, but we'll turn it to
Opium.
hopium.
That you know what? I like that. Instead of opium, you have copium.
No, I said
This is
hopium
copium.
or
The thing just
copium.
gives you hope.
Cope.
Copium.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that sounds better. I have so much. Funny, my dad asked what they were. I'm like, oh, they're mangas. I'm like, oh, they're like comic books. Are they Archies? I'm like, oh no, no.
Oh
He tried
no.
asking if I can read one of them, and I'm like looking at the one of the mangas
Trying to
titled.
decide which one is the most family friendly.
They're not.
None of them.
One of them is literally okay. I have a manga titled Plus Size Elf. Yes, it's called Plus Size Elf, but hear me out. It's a manga
Okay.
about like working out basically.
Interesting.
Like, is this elf is eating like fries every day, and this
Mm.
guy is like, hey, you shouldn't be eating those fries like all the time. You should try to like balance your diet and whatnot. Do these type of exercises if you want to lose belly, you want to lose some fat in your thighs. And I tried explaining that to my friends, and they're like, "Ew, JP, you listen? Do you want like read to that? Ew." And honestly,
Yeah.
looking at my collection, there are like, if I'm gonna count, four, four at least. Oh my God, fucking Christ! Make that six actually. I'm sharing something that I should not share.
You can stop anytime.
Let's just say I have six non-family friendly.
Ooh, nice. Hmm.
No,
I don't know. I don't
seven.
really. Okay, here's the thing about me.
Yeah.
Demisexual here talking. It's
Hmm.
showing. It shows very strongly right now. I hate romance in any media.
Fair enough.
Any romance, any like sexual content, and all
Mm.
of it. It makes me so uncomfortable. And it's not even like I'm gonna judge anybody who likes it, cause I'm just not the audience, you know.
Yeah.
Because okay, I used to. My guilty pleasure is teen fiction.
Mm.
Okay, same genre as Twilight, even though I never read Twilight. But you get the genre.
Yeah.
And one thing that always happens there is like love triangles and a lot of like the emotional turmoil of being in love.
Mm.
And every time I read it, I just feel like banging my head on a wall because they're all so stupid.
Oh, they
And
are. Yeah.
I do want to read that. I just want to read about how you fight dragons. Okay?
I do want to learn about your romantic like interests.
Yeah,
I just want
I
to
don't
see you
care.
fight dragons.
I want to see you fight dragons. I want to see the magic, the complicated magic system of the world you're put in. And I want to hear all the descriptions about the beautiful
And
architecture.
I want to see a guy getting impaled.
Yes. Like, this is so much more interesting than some fucking romance.
And there's me. I want my own harem. One day it will happen.
Everyone has their own needs.
Exactly. See, Anna gets it. Anna gets
Hmm.
Anna gets what's her best friend needs. I
Like,
want
I remember there's this one series I read, it's called Falling Kingdoms.
I
Has, like, probably the best world building I've seen in a while in
mhm
teen fiction ever. It's all like these three kingdoms, each one has its own struggles and has like an interesting magic system and just a
mhm
very well built world. And instead of focusing on that really fascinating world, the story focuses on the princess who falls in love with a bodyguard and the prince who's in love with a sister.
Sorry, I didn't hear the second one. What?
The prince who is in love with his sister. Adopted sister, but still
Okay,
a
but
sister.
still.
I've never been so disappointed in my entire life.
You know what? We all have our own tastes and
I would read
interests, I
that.
suppose. Um I want to share something too if that makes you feel better. 14-year-old JP. I watched this with my cousin. May I remind you, this is very important. I
Right?
watched this with my cousin. There's an anime. Oh my god. Fucking Christ. Okay. There's an anime titled Kiss Excess.
Okay.
And it's
The title
literally,
sounds
it is. It's a story
scary.
about these two adopted sisters. They're together. The two sisters together, but then later on they got adopted. Because I think either the mother or the father remarried. And they have a non blood related little brother. And the two sisters are fighting over him.
Anime is nuts, man.
It's fucking weird, to say the least. And I'm afraid to say that I've almost watched the entire episode of season 1 and 2. Or at least it's just season 1 and then some OVA.
Damn.
God.
It's
I
okay.
look at my hands and myself, what is wrong with me? I am not
Oh,
normal. I am not sane.
it's fine. It's
What?
fine.
JP's darkest secret, he watches the weirdest anime ever, created known to man.
Oof. Yeah, I don't know. I really fell out of anime recently. I
There's
just
not,
don't watch anything.
there's not a
I watch
lot of good
YouTube videos.
ones. Like, I think I tried recommending other animes. I tried because my friend or my coworker recommended me to watch Violet Garden.
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Violet Evergarden.
yeah,
I
and
haven't
then
watched it yet.
and Hyuka.
I don't know
Yeah.
this one.
Before I explain, I need to go to the washroom because I've been holding my pee for 20 minutes.
Hey.
I hate myself.
I do wonder if like I should speak right now while he's gone. Oh, it's already 3 p.m. We've been talking for 2 hours. That is insane. I wonder if he'll like edit all the footage or he'll just upload it the way it is right now. I think he should edit it because we go on like huge tangents. And besides, I don't think anybody will actually listen to a 2 hour long podcast. At least, I mean, I have no idea how podcasts work. I don't exactly listen to any myself. Um, I prefer music. We talked about music already. So recently I got super into Porter
Hi, I
Robinson.
have returned from hell.
I was entertaining your audience,
What
at
have you
least trying.
What have you been telling them?
Well, I just started saying that I've been really into Porter Robinson lately,
Okay.
and that's it's a musician. He makes electronic music.
Oh,
Probably like him. I'll send you a link on Instagram.
all right. Please do. I am down.
Do you prefer YouTube or Spotify?
YouTube. I've never used
YouTube?
Spotify.
Okay.
I at least no. I've. I'm gonna be honest. I listen to my music the legal way. Wink, wink.
The legal way? Okay, that's fine. I started listening to music the legal way only when I moved to Canada, where listening in it the illegal way becomes a bit harder.
I mean, I get my music like the legal way. Wink, wink. There's a there are several websites that allows you to download YouTube videos that can convert to
They still
MP3s.
work? Didn't YouTube like do this entire lawsuit to take them down?
Nope.
No?
They still exist. They
YouTube
still
might
exist.
be YouTube might be like a strong foe, but pirates are stronger.
Parts are and strong. I mean, have you seen One Piece? My God,
I refuse to watch this anime.
too long.
Too long. I
Yeah.
don't like old animes, I'm sorry. I say that, but I watched all of Naruto in 1 year.
Hey, at least okay, Naruto. Like, I don't hate One Piece, but I find Naruto's like art style and soundtrack pretty
Much
good.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely. One Piece is a bit like too cartoonish for me.
Yeah. Fair enough. And
No, it's fine. I actually I talked about it to some guy. He said that, like, they're the big three:
mm-hmm.
Naruto, Dragon Ball, and I think Bleach, right? Like the or One Piece.
Yeah.
They're like the long animes that have very very passionate fan bases.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, like it's really hard to find a person who watched more than one of these long animes.
That's true. They always
Yeah,
have their
it's
own like
they always have their favorite and they never even touch the other ones.
100%. Yeah, I agree with
It
that.
just takes so much of your time and attention. It's
Mm.
so it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just realized we've been talking for like 2 hours. How
Yeah.
do you feel? How
Uh,
does that
if,
make you feel?
honestly, it feels like that one time when we watched Arcane. We spent
Oh
like
hell yeah.
maybe 3 or 4 hours of
Dude,
that.
listen. So I made like a couple of new friends recently.
Uh huh.
They love Arcane. They asked me like, "Did you watch Arcane?" I said yes, and okay, okay, we can accept you. That was pretty much this how the conversation went. And one of these girls, she knows the script of Arcane by heart.
Oh my
She can like
God.
actually like play some parts completely by herself without looking at the
The did.
like at the show or anything like that. She
She's
just
very
remembers it.
passionate.
Yeah.
I
She
want to
remade
meet
that
these
to
people. Then where the fuck were they?
Ottawa. No, seriously. Take a plane, come to Ottawa. I'll pay you.
I'll be the roommate. I'll make sure to clean the dishes. Don't worry. I'll do my part.
God, I hate cleaning dishes so much.
I love washing dishes. I love washing them by hand.
No. I'm
I
so jealous.
Why?
So, my boyfriend, he has a dishwasher in his apartment,
Yeah.
and in his building, he has a gym. Okay?
Oh
I don't
wow.
have a gym in my building, and I don't have a dishwasher, and yet he doesn't go to the gym, and he barely cooks. So it's pointless for him to have a dishwasher. Me, I go to the gym, and I cook all the time. I have twice more dirty dishes than he does, and I have to wash them all by hand. I
It,
hate this. We have to switch
it
apartments,
triggers
I
you that
swear.
much.
It does. I mean, I get it. His rent is like $500 more than mine, but my God, I want a dishwasher.
You know what? You can grab me. I'll be the dishwasher.
Okay.
I'll grab a plane and I'll come back here in Winnipeg. It's like, hey JP, I need my dishes done. Can you get here like by an hour? Like, yeah, sure.
God, I wish teleportation was a thing.
God, I
I
wish.
remember talking to my like Israeli friend about it, and
Mm,
she's like, "When are you coming back to the country?" I'm like, I don't know. Like when I have the money. She's like, "Come now, right now." I'm like, "Okay,
dude, I
give me a
wish.
second. I'm like learning how to teleport." I wish.
I wish
Though
teleporting
imagine
exists.
imagine the jet lag that you would get from teleportation
Is
to
there
like
jet
different
lag?
countries.
I guess there should be. There should be like a downside to everything. Obviously, massive jet lag. Not as massive though. Wow,
So I
we're
mean,
getting
I
too
guess
deep here.
yeah, like there have to be some repercussions to teleporting.
Oh yeah,
Maybe it's
hundred
like
percent.
thinking about the Terminator. I mean, they don't teleport, they do time travel, but they have to be completely naked.
I don't want to be completely naked.
No, I mean, think about it. They just make teleportation pods where you can strip off your clothes and in privacy and then teleport and you're alone in the pod and nobody is watching and
Mm.
they have like a set of clothes ready for you.
So those set of clothes should be protected from the part where he went back. It's not even just a teleport. It's more
And
like a
then
went
we
back in time.
mm,
Is it a teleport? Is it a went back in time? Oh God, is
no,
it?
I'm thinking strictly about teleportation, not
Oh,
time
okay. No.
travel.
Okay, I'm overthinking then.
You are.
Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah, that's. I think that's everything, right?
What?
That should be everything, right? Cause right now, uh, you're still free, right?
I mean, I have some schoolwork to get to.
Cause apparently, Ashley just asked me if I'm free or both of us are free,
Mm,
and she
like
wants to.
right now.
Yeah, about an hour, as she said, cause she's currently fitting her dress for the debut on the
Oh,
twenty
nice.
fourth.
Hmm. I mean, I guess I could like play for an hour.
Yeah, I think that should be fine because at 8 p.m. I have my own D&D session.
Oh,
No,
nice. I
wait.
mean, I don't think I'll play till 8 p.m. I can't do that.
No, 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 no. Anna's too busy with work. She's nice
So,
enough to provide me her time to be in this first episode show, which is a little messy. We got the questions down, but then we just got off topic, which is nice. I really
do
enjoy
you
these interactions.
do you have like a time limit? Are you gonna edit it
No,
to
no,
fit
no.
into?
This is a very long podcast. I'm not gonna
Oh.
edit this. But again, this is very enjoyable and I enjoy this by a lot. I don't usually talk to people like this long, unless if
Mhm.
it's like playing a video game, but if it's just for a straight discussion, no. So this
Yeah,
is
I'm
very
special.
enjoyable. I love it.
No, that's great. I'm glad to hear. So if you miss me, or if your audience likes my if your audience likes my weird voice and my Russian accent, I'll come back.
Yeah, you can always find her in her social media that I will link down below. And I really
Hell yeah.
that will be it. Any final words to say? Or before you say that, if you could go back in time to meet your mini me, you know,
Hmm.
what would you say to her?
What age?
Let's say before you went when you went to Canada around 2016,
I
right?
was 15.
2015, 2015. Okay. So maybe like around starting of 2015.
Or start of 2015.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so it's the start of 2015.
Yeah. What would you say to a mini me?
I'll tell her, not in English though.
Mm?
I'll tell her, um, you're enough. You're a good person. Keep being you. Stay strong, girl. It's okay. And, this guy you're crushing on, he's not worth your time. Yeah,
Alright.
that's what I will tell her.
And then pieces out, just teleports back to
Yeah.
her own timeline.
And she'll be so confused because I bet she had like 5 crushes. No, that's not true. At that age, I had like this one guy I was crushing on for like a year. It was a nightmare. But yeah,
Ah.
I would tell her that she's good and she's doing great and to keep doing what
Mm.
she's doing. But that guy is not worth it.
All right. That sounds
Yeah.
good. A very adult thing to say. Very nice. A mature person.
What
Anna's
about you?
growing. She's a very good person.
Thank you.
She
What
will
about you?
offer free rides. In return, you must offer her food.
That is true. Doesn't have to be. If you offer her food, she will be your friend and she will love you.
That's only for a day.
Only for a day? Only for as long as she's fit. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
As long as she's fed, she will be your friend. Oh my god.
Yes, but the moment she goes hungry, she becomes mean.
She becomes mean and needy, and then if you don't offer her food, she'll just straight up leave you.
Yeah, that's why me and JP are still friends, because he occasionally says he'll buy me McDonald's.
Yes, this is very true. I did promise. I did promise her a year's worth of lunch.
Really? I don't remember that.
I think I did. I
Did
think
you? Well, now I'm gonna, like, take your offer and be serious about it.
it's like, hey JP, remember that one time you promised me the lunch? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna use it now. Year's worth of lunch. Yeah, that is a dream come true.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially for me, the Baroque university student.
You're spending your money on on things that you'll need for your
Will I though?
artist career.
Oh, I hope so. I really hope it's useful.
Oh, it'll be in time. But yeah, thank
Alright,
you.
so, I don't know how you do outros, but my outro is like that. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, stay
Yeah,
happy, stay safe, and I love you.
yeah,
Goodbye.
yeah. Anna basically just did my outro for me. So thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next episode.